So, hello everyone, welcome to my moto vlog, Ex-Continental, once again from the Azores Islands in the middle of Atlantic Ocean. And today I'm going to talk to you about my summer jacket, the Rev'it Airwave 2, and also my hypothetical all-season pants, the Alpinestar Andes with a dry star system. So you might ask, okay, ex-continental, we are just entering in the winter. Why the fuck are you doing a summer jacket review? And honestly, you guys, this review that I will be making along this video is from an owner, okay? It's my jacket that I bought and was one of the best buys I could make. And to make it a sincere review, I had to pass through all the summer and also the end of the summer when the air starts to get a little bit colder, not so hot, and to see how this jacket is doing. So this jacket is awesome, and I will tell you right away why, because it is not very expensive. It cost me around 160 euros, and also the seller offered me the back protection. By the way, the back protection of the Rev'it has a CE2 category, so it reached the level 2 of safety. Also, the jacket is included with elbows and shoulders protections, CE, but only level 1. And the good thing about this jacket, besides of this all protection, is that it's all mesh. So while you are riding the motorcycle, if in the beginning you are under the sun, you put the jacket, your friends say, "Oh, you crazy, you're putting a jacket with this sun." But as soon as you start riding your motorbike, tons of air will flow along your chest. So you will feel really relieved after a short period of time. So like 2-3 seconds if you're speeding up. That's it's awesome. It's really good. So I'm tremendously happy with this jacket. One, because it's not expensive. Two, I can have protection if I go into the ground. So there's no reason at all for you guys in the summer to ride on a t-shirt. Just make a special effort. Just a tiny effort on your budget. This jacket, I would seriously advise you. It protects well. It's very fresh. Also, it's not entirely black. It has the majority of the jacket is gray. So because it's a light color, it repels the sun, the heat from the sun. And I'm quite pleased with this jacket. Also, it has some reflectors, as in the majority of the jackets. And you might ask, okay, ex-continental, okay, so under the sun it's pretty hot, but in some countries when the sun sets, it starts to get a little bit chilly. Um, Here in the Azores, it's the same. In the month of August, it's really hot, but in September the nights start to get a little bit cold. So how do I pass through that? So I just bought a simple windbreaker, a rain jacket, the windbreaker, a large one, like a shell, and I use it like a shell. Just put it over your jacket, and the air starts flowing right away, and you feel protected. Okay, so as I was saying, talking about in the summer, there's no need to ride on a t-shirt. What about the pants? What do you do about your legs? Should you ride on the shorts? Well, absolutely not. I know that you might be a really good driver and you ride in the summer with your t-shirt and your shorts, but if for some reason, and it can be not your fault, if you're going to the ground, all your skin or your muscles, your bones will scratch all over the tarmac, and it's not a pretty scenario. You can look it up on Google. You can Google it. Some pictures of, unfortunately, guys and girls went into the ground by them with the t-shirt and the shorts, and it's just too much pain. I cannot see. At the beginning on the Portuguese video, I was thinking of putting some pictures, but they are just too rough, and I decided not to put it. So it's a pretty awful scenario. So my advice to you in the summer, yeah, this jacket is a great option. So as I was saying, what about the pants? So my story. In the beginning of the spring, I started to anticipate that problem. What am I going to do when the weather is really, really hot? I cannot use pants, okay? It's impossible to wear pants. Over here in the Azores, the temperatures don't get too high, I'm talking about 30, 32, 33 degrees Celsius at the most. But the problem over here in the Azores is not so much the temperature, it's the high levels of humidity. So it's very unbearable to use pants while riding a motorcycle. So myself, I know it's a stupidity, but I have a reason for that. I drove all the entire summer in a shorts. So, back to the story. Beginnings of spring. I started to study what pants should I buy to face both winter and summer. And the mid-seasons, of course. So I came across with several pants and several enterprises that sell the product saying it's all season. And the all season, for me, it's just simply bullshit. You can disagree, of course, but this is only my opinion. This is like my first jacket that I bought. They have two tiny zippers on the front, one big zipper on the back, and they say, just open the zippers, the air will flow, and will refresh your body. Yeah, that's totally bullshit. I tried it, I bought that because I bought that idea because I'm really unexperienced, but no more, guys. So just from the pants, I just bought the Alpinestar and these Alpinestar because it's a very reliable brand, of course. And if they say all season, okay, probably it is all season. And as in the jackets, they also have these zippers. Where should I go? I don't have no idea where I am. I only know that I'm on the north shore, the north coast of the island. That's a good thing about the motorbike. You just drive, and just get to know different places. That's good. Until you ran out of gas. Okay, I have two levels. Okay. Fortunately, this is the NC750X, and it saves a lot of money, saves a lot of fuel. So continuing, so I bought these pants, and as it started the summer, well, before the summer, I used the pants, and I realized it's totally impossible to wear them in the summer. It's totally impossible because they are just too hot. They come with the inner tissue. I don't know the name. It's not tissue. It's not live tissue. Oof, beautiful. Nice. Okay, just see. No one's coming. Let's go. Oh, nice. Nice road. Different from the other one. Nice. Yeah. Can catch some speedo over here. Woohoo! Alright. So continuing. And this is quite hard. Speak to you, speak to the camera, and stay focused on the traffic. So I'm not going to do high speeds. But continuing. Okay, this time is for real. Andes, Alpinestar. What do you think about these pants, ex-Continental? I think in general way, they are awesome for every season of the year except summer. So forget about the summer. So these pants, they are CE certified with the protections on the knee and the bone above the knee that I don't know the name of in English. They have the waist, some waist foams that you can put with CE protections. You can buy afterwards. And they came with these inner liners for the winter. Okay, so and you can, it's detachable. So on the spring and autumn, you can just remove it, depending where you live, of course, depending on the temperatures. But besides that, they're just awesome. So in the summer, it's only impossible. I tried to use it, and it was terrible. There's a lot of heat in my legs. I felt them like disappear between the sweat. It was just like a big sauna. I even lift my body up, open those zippers, and those zippers don't do shit. Okay? So if you see any equipment, of course, attention guys, this is only my opinion, I could be wrong, but it's only from my short experience, is that if you see any gear, jackets or pants, and they say they have tiny zippers, then they say that the air will flow and you will feel fresh, that doesn't work at all. Over here in the Azores, it doesn't work at all. It doesn't make any sense. It's only in theory. In practical, that doesn't happen. So I just tried to put myself stand up, and the air simply didn't flow through my legs, and I just had my ass burning inside of a sauna. It was terrible. Besides that, I think that pants are awesome. I did not come across in the winter with those pants, so I'm going to experience them in the first time this year. So maybe I'll do a second review, a more complete one from these pants, but I would advise you also to buy them, but not for the summer. For the summer, as I am very happy with this Rev'it Airwave 2, I'm thinking on the next year to buy the respective pants and not wearing the shorts, because I know maybe this is because I'm inexperienced, but I'm a little bit scared of going into the ground, just imagining what might happen, because I start to recall my childhood when I rode the bicycles and I went to the ground, and I went several times. It was like in 20, 30 kilometers an hour, maybe 40, and the scenario was terrible. I ripped off my pants, a lot of blood, broke one bone, the bone of my right arm. Instead of that, when I came home to my grandmother, she said, "What you doing again?" Bah! And she beat me. But, a healthy beating. And one time she was so mad, she hit me, and then she scratched my wounds with alcohol for me to learn to behave properly. They don't do kids like this anymore. Kids nowadays, they only want video games and so. But okay, but picking up on that experience driving the bicycle and hitting on the floor at 20 to 40 kilometers an hour, I cannot imagine the effect of hitting like 100, 120 or 30 kilometers an hour. It must be just fucking terrible. Okay, so in conclusion, so the Rev'it Airwave 2, it's a great jacket for the summer, and also, well, it depends where you live, you could extend a little bit more. Over here in the Azores, we are in the 17, I think it's 17 or 18 of October, and I'm still wearing it. And when it starts to get a little bit cold, I have inside my luggage over here, yeah, because my motorbike has a luggage. Oh yeah. I have a windbreaker. So you just put a windbreaker over this jacket and you'll do just fine. Okay, you can cover all the mesh parts so any air stop flowing, so you don't lose temperature. The pants. The pants, they are just perfect. The pants are just awesome. But forget about the summer. Forget about those zippers that they say they have. They don't do shit on the summer, but the rest of the season they are just perfect. They have this inner liner with which you can remove it. They have CE protections, and they have the C100, 600D, so it's really good. Regarding the other jacket from Andes, if I buy it, I'll do a review afterwards. Okay, so thank you for watching once again. Please do subscribe, and if you have any questions at all, I'll be more than glad to answer them. Okay, so thank you very much, and cheers to you guys.